Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Goetschel, and every day I break down the biggest AI story in just 10 minutes. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. Yesterday, February 24th, AMD just scored a deal so big it moved the entire global stock market. We're talking about a multi-year chip agreement with Meta that sent AMD stock soaring 8.8% in a single day. That's like your neighbor's garage sale accidentally triggering a citywide real estate boom. But here's what's really wild. This one announcement didn't just lift AMD, it created a domino effect that pushed Japan's stock market to an all-time record high. Taiwan's market jumped over 2%. South Korea followed suit. Australia climbed higher too. So what exactly happened here, and why should you care about a chip deal between two tech companies you probably don't think about very often? Let me break this down in terms that actually matter to your daily life. AMD makes computer chips. Think of them as the brains that power everything from your laptop to the massive computers that run the internet. Meta is the company behind Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. They're building artificial intelligence systems that need incredibly powerful chips to work properly. Yesterday, these two companies announced a major multi-year agreement. AMD will supply custom chips specifically designed for Meta's AI projects. We're talking about the kind of hardware that powers those smart photo suggestions in Instagram, the automatic translations in WhatsApp, and all those eerily accurate targeted ads you see on Facebook. But here's where it gets interesting for regular people like us. Meta didn't just agree to buy chips. They secured an option to purchase up to 160 million shares of AMD stock for just 1 penny each. That's essentially Meta betting that AMD's chips will be so successful that both companies will make billions together. The moment this news hit Wall Street, investors went absolutely crazy. AMD's stock price jumped 8.8% in one trading day. That added about $15 billion to AMD's total value overnight, which is roughly equivalent to the entire economy of Paraguay materializing out of thin air. The excitement didn't stop there. When Asian markets opened the next morning, they saw this as proof that the AI boom is real and profitable. Japan's Nikkei index hit an all-time record high. Companies across Asia that make AI-related products saw their stock prices surge. Now, why does this matter to you if you're not a tech investor or a computer engineer? Let me connect some very real dots to your actual life. First, your money. If you have a 401k, retirement account, or any investments in broad market funds, yesterday was probably a good day for your balance. When major tech stocks like AMD surge, they often pull the entire market higher. The S&P 500 climbed on this news. That means millions of Americans saw their retirement savings grow. But there's a bigger story here about the job market and your career. This deal represents something economists call the picks and shovels phase of the AI revolution. During the California gold rush, the people who got consistently rich weren't the miners. They were the folks selling pickaxes and shovels to the miners. AMD and companies like them are the pickaxe sellers of artificial intelligence. Every company that wants to build AI systems needs their chips. That creates massive, stable demand that translates into jobs, economic growth, and innovation across entire industries. Here's what that means for your work life. As AI chips become cheaper and more powerful, artificial intelligence tools will become accessible to smaller businesses. The local accounting firm where your friend works might suddenly afford AI software that automates basic bookkeeping. The medical practice where you get your checkups could implement AI systems that help doctors spot problems earlier. This isn't necessarily about robots taking jobs. It's about jobs changing and new opportunities emerging. The accountant might shift from data entry to strategic financial planning. The medical assistant might focus on patient care while AI handles scheduling and basic diagnostics. Your daily routine is already changing too. Have you noticed that Instagram Reels seem more relevant to your interests lately, or that Facebook's translation feature works better than it used to? That's AI powered by exactly the kind of chips AMD is now supplying to Meta. As these systems get more powerful hardware, they'll get noticeably better at understanding what you want and need. Though let's be honest, sometimes that level of understanding feels less like helpfulness and more like digital mind reading. The ripple effects extend to your household budget too. Stronger AI systems can optimize supply chains, potentially lowering costs for everything from groceries to electronics. But they also require enormous amounts of electricity to run, which could put upward pressure on energy costs in areas with major data centers. So, what can you actually do with this information today? I've got some concrete suggestions that don't require a computer science degree. If you're interested in investing, AMD and Meta are now directly tied together through this deal. You can buy shares of either company through any major brokerage app. Just remember what I always say. I'm not a financial advisor, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But if you believe AI will keep growing, this partnership gives you a way to potentially benefit from that growth. You can also diversify your exposure through AI-focused exchange-traded funds. These are like baskets of stocks from multiple AI companies. Look for funds with ticker symbols like BOTS or ARKQ. They hold AMD, Meta, and other companies positioned to benefit from artificial intelligence growth. Here's something you can try right now today. Open Instagram, WhatsApp, or Facebook and look for AI-powered features. In Instagram, try the AI image generation tools. In WhatsApp, test the automatic translation features. On Facebook, pay attention to how relevant your newsfeed feels. These features are powered by the exact technology that AMD and Meta just committed to expanding together. The more you understand what current AI can and can't do, the better positioned you'll be as these systems improve. It's like learning to use the early internet in the 1990s. The people who got comfortable with basic web browsing were ready to take advantage of online shopping, social media, and digital communication as they emerged. Speaking of positioning yourself, consider learning basic AI tools that can help in your current job. ChatGPT for writing and research, Canva's AI features for creating presentations, Grammarly for editing. These tools run on the same fundamental technology that's driving deals like AMD and Meta's partnership. If you work in a field that might be affected by AI automation, start thinking about the human skills that complement artificial intelligence rather than compete with it. Creativity, emotional intelligence, complex problem solving, and relationship building become more valuable, not less, in an AI-driven economy. You can also track what happens next in this story. NVIDIA, AMD's biggest competitor, reports their quarterly earnings today, February 25th. Their results will show whether the massive investment in AI chips is actually generating massive profits. You can follow this live on financial news channels or free apps like Yahoo Finance. The outcome will likely cause significant movement in tech stocks and give us clues about whether the AI boom is sustainable or heading for a correction. Set up stock price alerts on your phone for AMD, Meta, and NVIDIA if you want to see how this plays out in real time. For the entrepreneurial-minded, this deal signals that AI infrastructure is becoming reliable enough for major long-term commitments. If you've been hesitant to build AI features into your business because the technology seemed too experimental, partnerships like this suggest we're moving into a more stable phase. Consider how artificial intelligence might enhance what you're already doing rather than replace it. The restaurant owner who uses AI for inventory management and customer service, the real estate agent who leverages AI for market analysis and lead generation, the consultant who uses AI research tools to serve clients more effectively. The AMD Meta deal represents something bigger than two companies agreeing to work together. It's evidence that artificial intelligence is transitioning from experimental technology to fundamental infrastructure. Just like electricity, the internet, and mobile phones before it, AI is becoming a basic utility that powers everything else. The global stock market reaction tells us that investors believe this transition is accelerating, not slowing down. The fact that one chip deal could trigger record highs in multiple countries shows just how much money is flowing into this space. Basically, the financial world just collectively decided that AI isn't hype anymore, it's the economy. But here's the most important takeaway for those of us who aren't tech billionaires or professional traders. The companies and individuals who thrive in this transition won't necessarily be the ones with the most technical knowledge. They'll be the ones who start experimenting, learning, and adapting while the technology is still developing. You don't need to understand how AMD's chips work to benefit from the applications they enable. You don't need to be a software engineer to use AI tools that make your work more effective. You just need to stay curious, keep learning, and take advantage of the opportunities as they emerge. The picks and shovels moment of the AI revolution is happening right now. The question isn't whether artificial intelligence will reshape our economy and daily lives. Yesterday's market reaction confirmed that's already underway. The question is whether you'll be ready to benefit from the changes as they unfold. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, Join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.